Okay. Game number 2. Coming to you live from my Twitch channel. Haha. And we are back. Spawning in the bottom of the map in the red color, playing as Guy. His name is Shelty. His opponent today in the blue color, playing as Odin. His name is Chessophilus. The map is Anatolia, and it is currently 1-0 for Chessophilus. You can see the Great Hunt get thrown down straight away here. I'm interested to see what Chessophilus does here, because I feel like I have this this map on lockdown with Odin. The best strategy by far with Odin on Anatolia against Atlantean is 5 Ulfsark rush into a couple of longboats, take down their dock, boom that water. So you can build 5 Ulfsark, be advanced at 445, prevent any docks from going up on one side of the map, so you figure out which side of the map they're on. Get the temple up nice and close. Ulfsarks come down. This villager cannot get the dock up. Against 5 archaic Ulfsarks, the villager has to leave. You can only have 1 dock up by the time the villagers are over there. I mean, by the Ulfsark are over there. However, it does not really look like the build order that I use. So Chesso is probably going for something else. He's also got opposite sides of the shore. And it's probably going to be a fairly boomy game here for Chesso. No real aggression early. We are seeing Shelty throwing down that mana. The really good thing about Gaia as opposed to Uranus is it's really easy to get consistent villager production. So getting at 430 is super easy. As Uranus, you need to force dump fishing ships in order to keep the villagers pumping. I think that's what you need to do. Anyways, we've got a lot of villagers on wood, so it is looking like a lot of fishing ships are going to be coming out for Chessophilus here. Looks like the Scrowling moving over to this side wants to build up one of those docks on this side of the map as well. That's going to feel good. Dwarf coming out as well. I'm interested in why he only put 1 villager on food here. Is that just so you can get some more gatherers? But how many dwarves do you want as well? Having this many dwarves on the gold kind of tells me you want to get something like 5 or 6 dwarves. If you only have 2 dwarves on here, you can get those dwarves a little bit slower and then get the resources you need earlier. And it's a little bit better, I think. You can chuck like dwarves onto goat and things like that. Looks like we're seeing a fairly... Oh, is this standard? There's no temple just yet here for Shelty. There's the temple. So it is looking like a fairly standard 430 advance here for Shelty. And then he's going to have to go ham onto one side, win that side, whereas Chesso should just be able to boom out this entire side. Fairly free. And I mean, it's a trade-off. You kill off a lot of your opponent's stuff, you get some units, you do the good things and see what happens. I'm interested in if we see Leto or Oceanus here. Leto has been buffed quite a bit, and automatons are really strong units. But on water, Oceanus is just so strong. Not clicking up just yet. Here we go. So we are seeing Oceanus as the god of choice. Got that temple coming out now for Chesso, so it's going to be advancing a little bit late here. We do see the dock is already up now, and as you can see here, no second dock is up just yet for the Atlantean player. No second dock is up. So if these 5 Ulfsark would be all trained right now, you'd be advancing, and they would probably be over this point here. Right about now, they'd be here. You can start picking off this villager, stopping this dock coming up. Then your opponent advances at 430, you advance at 445. You're taking down this dock, potentially build a dock next to it as well, just so you can have some dock fire happening. It's very, very difficult with this standard play against a little bit of cheese. Here's another Ulfsark coming out for Chesso, but now he's going to be going through Freya. So we should be able to maybe get up a dock on this side of the map. No, maybe he's just going to resign himself. I would probably just let him take this side if I was Chesso, and I just boom up all over here and try and get as aggressive as I possibly can onto this dock. We are seeing more houses coming up. This dock is coming up as well. No barracks just yet. Oh, he's not even advanced, is he? He's going through Freya. I'm silly. Servant coming through. And some of those bareems. I feel like you may be building too many bareems over here, Shelty. You want to get up a barracks as soon as you possibly can in order to take down this dock. You've got it scattered out. You know what's going on over here. And also not building any bareems on this side is a little bit unfortunate. You could have been up on this dock and harassing these Ulfsark a little bit. But looks like you're just scanning out over here and seeing what's up. And he has stopped. Well, he hasn't stopped production. He's still building those bareems. Definitely need to get rid of those bareems as soon that bareme production as soon as you possibly can. Casting Carnivora onto the land means that this Carnivora can't be attacked back by the dock. We are seeing the bareme taking a little bit of damage here, but Freya has come through. More docks coming up. Bareems are on this side as well, so it looks like Chessophilus going hard on the water here, but he's only got one dock over here, so Chesso can get out a couple of those longhouses in order to do okay here. Raven running around. Military barracks comes up as well. It is looking like this dock is getting pretty brutalized fairly fast. And Servant is tanking as well with 30% pierce armor. We'll get the Caladria to heal the Servant. It doesn't completely stop this, but he's going to be able to potentially save it. We are seeing that Checo get a little bit aggressive here with these longboats. Looks like that's going to have to be dealt with. And Shelty is looking like he's in a very, very good position here with 6 bareems versus 3 longboats as well. So that's going to force Chesso to have to get out of here. And we are seeing that the Valkyrie is going to be taking this out. Nana is going to be trying to get taken down by the Ulfsark. Still no longhouses here for Chesso. I wouldn't mind seeing that at some point. Seeing these longboats getting microed here by Shelty, able to pull in Chesso's longboats using his bareem, superior bareem micro. Bareems have a speed of 7.25 though versus the 5.5 speed, so it isn't a very difficult micro task for the Norse player against Atlantean player. And we are seeing Mamilla are out as well. So we've got the barracks down. We've got this side of the water has been won. Fishing ships getting produced as well. Do we see Persine? No Persine just yet. Need to be grabbing those ones at some point, especially if you want that food income. Well, getting that forest fire coming up, and that's not going to be able to pick off the villager here. Not going to be able to pick it off, but it is on like 1 HP though, so this Valkyrie may be able to swing back around and pick it off a little bit later. House coming up for Chessophilus. He's getting house blocks quite a bit because he's using these Ulfsark to do a little bit too much attacking. It might be I think it's always a decent enough option to just build a Ulfsark and have a builder in your base while you're doing all of this aggressive stuff. Cut half a villager and get that extra Ulfsark out. We are seeing nice fights here for Chesso, but the Carnivore really changes things quite a lot here with all of that. And we are going to see bareems chasing these longboats back here at this point. Armories coming up, longhouses coming up, Mermillo swinging around here. Longhouses coming. Oh, looks like these Mermillo not 100% sure what's going on. They do see the armory, but these longhouses are coming down, and we do have Njord coming through. Oh, I love it. I love me some Njord on water maps as Norse, because you always have excess food. Not always, but you should normally have excess food. It does have Persine, so that's huge right there. Looks like the Mermillo are going to be coming through. And this is going to hurt Chesso quite a bit, because he should probably build out some maybe I guess he's get some Ulfsark from here, but mostly get some Herser out as well. And he's also going to have access to Walking Woods. It's going to be really difficult for Shelty to deal with Walking Woods as Gaia, because he's going to have to use a lot of resources into Hero Mermillo, which is not something you want to do. You want to get to the Heroic Age and get out Stymphalian birds. And we aren't seeing Stymphalian birds coming through because we don't even have an armory up just yet. And here we go. Njord comes through as we're retreating back into our base. We've got the mountain giant out as well. Hursa popping out. We've got some Ulfsark jumping into this location here. Longboat's pushing through, and it does. And the Kraken comes through as well. So this side of the water is going to be very, very one here for Shelty, but not for Shelty, for Chesso. However, Shelty's been on this side of the water for so long, he doesn't even care. It seems like maybe a little bit of an overcommitment here. We are going to be retreating back by Chesso here. Maybe going through to the Mythic Age pretty fast might be an option, but I feel like Shelty can now start moving out and see what he can do. Some more Ulfsark popping out here. More houses need to come down. I don't like Ulfsark going against Murmillo here. I feel like you need to get out some throwing axe. You need to get out maybe some Jarl. Maybe not Jarl. Not sure. Not sure what the right option against this army here is. But Murmillo and Karaballister and building Ulfsark. Maybe the one time I might be like, maybe don't make Ulfsark here. But he does need to get the infantry out in order to build some stuff. So Hillfort coming down now. So this could be access to the Njord Jarls. This would be very exciting, getting a Ring Giver and doing all that other good stuff. Seeing fishing ships coming out as well. We do have, and we have Assault Amphora has come out. So that's very, very nice here. The Murmillo have kind of not spotted this location here. And this is definitely coming up, and we do see Carnivora coming down, but the Hursa is already over here, so we can get that Hursa to pick this thing off here. We are seeing some more stuff coming out, and this Mountain Giant does really hard counter the Karaballister. I didn't realize it was that big of a thing there as he's starting to pick these off as well. But a lot of those Ulfsark did end up dying there. As we try and save this mountain giant. Is there still the Valkyrie over here? Valkyrie's still chilling over here. Could get that guy back over here in order to heal that mountain giant back up, but it looks like Chesso under a little bit of pain here. We do see that the Walking Woods God Power was utilized as a distraction here in order to try and take down the town center, but Shelty way on top of that one already with those Murmillo here in order to defend. But town center now coming up for Chessophilus. And houses coming down for Chessophilus by Shelty taking them out. How much gold is he playing with though? He's got 1,000 gold. And where's the gold mine? He's got a nice gold mine here that he can't really secure, but it's nice because it's fairly back. Gold mine here. That's only 3 gold mines. So there's another one maybe here, and maybe here. There's really not a lot of gold in this map, but basically that's just because you can get trade up really, really easily generally. We are seeing the Jarls are coming out. No Ring Giver out just yet. Got 76 favor in the bank. Doesn't have the gold income just yet. And we are seeing Shelty chilling just a little bit here. Mark coming up for Shelty, and it does look like he's kind of close. Does he have all the upgrades? He's only got Shaft Mine, no Hand Axe. A little bit of an interesting choice there. Still pumping out those Murmillo, but there are now a decent counter to the Murmillo. These Jarls will tank a lot of damage. Throwing Axemen will do a lot. The Jarls will be able to pick off those Dryads as well. That's going to force Shelty out of there. Shelty still doesn't have a second town center, which is really odd. But we are seeing that Atlas is coming out. Atlas is a super strong god power. It went from being completely useless to like kind of bonkers strong, like lightning storm level strong. So just from the Voodoo Balance patch and in E 2.7, they're both just super strong god powers. So going through Atlas is going to allow him to get implode, utilize that to potentially pick off a bunch of units and then push forward. So we'll see if Chesso can defend against that or not, because he's not going to be going to that next age for quite some time, it looks like. Actually, no, he looks like he's going right now. And market's up, and he's going through Baldur. Is that the question? Yes, Baldur is the option here. However, Implode is a really nice counter. Just like Lightning Storm's a nice counter to Ragnarok. So is Implode. So we'll see if that matters or not. Moving forward, looks like these Dryads are taking a little bit of damage here. Going to be attempting to take down this hill fort. I'm not sure if that's wise. You're also taking a lot of damage just from the hill fort fire here. No crenellations, no upgrade on the towers. Y'all spread out at this point. And he does have these units. I'm not sure what's going on here. He's just leaving them idle. Maybe worth, oh, nice raids coming in, but probably should be focusing down villages at this point. Does look like the throwing axemen coming in. They don't have the upgrade though, so this is going to be difficult here. It's potentially possible that Chesso is just deciding to go Mythic Age to get out Fire Giant in order to fight against the army that Shelty's got here and not cast Ragnarok. However, if we check out gold income or gold mines, 400 gold left. So this is going to be huge. So it's all going to come down to if Chesso goes straight for the gold starve. If you go straight for the Ragnarok, he can definitely get a gold starve here. But the second town center is up for Shelty though, and he looks like he's going for a third town center. He can chuck down a market over here and start a trade route as well. So it's going to have to be gold starve and trade route starve. Looks like the units are pushing Chesso back into the base fort. Right, town centers does look like it's coming down. Fire Giant is out. Should be using that guy over here in order to defend as well. So we'll see what happens, but it does look like the nice micro there from Shelty, getting those Mermillo to jump straight onto that Fire Giant. He's going to take a lot of damage, however, probably going to be able to survive. Not microing the town center at all. Definitely want to get that town center to be kicking off those Mermillo as well, and it does look like these guys are chasing down the dwarves. Shelty knows that he's kind of on a little bit of a timer here, and any amount of dwarves he can pick off is going to be huge here for when the attack comes. And we still see Shelty not moving his villagers forward. He gets really focused. I've noticed Shelty gets really focused on his army when he's attacking, and if anything goes wrong in his base, he does not notice it for quite some time. Ragnarok does come down as soon as these units come onto here. It looks like he was trying to get out something here. And now, as the villagers move forward, we have 1 gold mine, 2 gold mines, and a town center coming up here. There's not a lot of options here for Shelty. So this is going to come down to this fight here. It looks like Chesso going for this location here. We see the Raven spots these villagers onto this gold mine, and surely that means he knows this gold mine is getting taken. If Shelty were to do this again, I feel like you should just leave that second medium gold mine and move forward onto this gold mine as soon as you possibly can, especially if you're winning the land. But does manage to push this off. How much gold does Shelty have left? No gold left. He does have implode though, so that's a big game changer he can use onto this location. A bunch of citizens do get picked off though, but Shelty's got to be okay with that. Just because he's building so many citizens from these 2 town centers already. He just has no gold income. And now Chesso's over here. I would be walling off this location here. You want to wall this off as best as you can so he can't sneak anything out over there. It does look like Chesso, this attack is not good. You're throwing away a lot of units here. Chesso's sitting at 174 population here. There's still access to implode. And you've got a gold staff coming in right now. So maybe you can trade some units, kill some stuff. I mean, he is winning at this point, so he's making a good decision just because it looks like Shelty's got no gold in the back. He can be trading though resources at this point. And we are going to be picking off stuff over here. And don't forget, you also still have all these fishing ships, so you can repopulate very, very fast. He didn't end up moving back over onto this town center, which is a little bit odd. And it is looking like Shelty has managed to defend this Ragnarok here. But that doesn't mean that the game is over, because there's been a lot of citizens getting picked off here by these raids left, right, center, up, down, and all that other stuff here. So this is super close. And he's also picked up the Hesperus tree. No, I feel like, where was the market built? It was here, so it's not a good market trade route unless that town center goes up. Now Shelty's gonna, or not Shelty, Chesso's gonna retreat just a little bit. Got population at 139 to 116, and you don't have a real answer to these Stymphalian birds. You have the Fire Giant, you can build them. Villagers do start pumping out, and you do have villagers from 2 town centers as well, and trade route. So this is not close. This is not over at all for Chesso. It's very, very close. And also because Shelty has no trade route at this point. He lost a lot of villagers as well. And he's got no access to a gold mine until this one. It's going to be very, very difficult for Shelty to continue in this game. And we are seeing Chesso at 140 population. So is Shelty though. And a nice pick off here. This is going to help quite a bit. We do have some copper armor has come out for Chesso, for Shelty as well. However, the units are over here. Why do you have so many Ulf Jarls still? It's interesting, but see what happens. Looks like Shelty going to try and move in here. Potentially could set up a palace in this location. Do have the units over here as well. Getting this town center up. Ox Caravan picking up 0 gold because he sent that there early instead of sending it to this one. But, you know, whatever. You can't win them all. Looks like the, for some reason that Mermillo got picked off there. Still not building any palace over here. Is a little bit of a, I'm not sure, decision there. Should definitely try that one out. Still no trade route set up for Shelty, which I'm a little bit disappointed in considering all of the food you would have. He's still sitting at 380 food here. Looks like the attack coming in here, a little bit of a raid coming in on the back of this location. Jarl's doing a lot of damage, but it looks like Chesso is going kind of all in here. Maybe I'll pick up a couple more of these citizens. If he picks off all of these citizens, or at least a couple of them, that's going to be gigantic. These fire giants pick off these Stymphalian birds really, really fast, but the Stymphalian birds also pick off the fire giants really, really fast. Implode, now coming down, going to be able to pick off so many of these things. Shelty says, I have no idea what I'm doing. However, Implode comes down, and that's going to pick off a lot of these units as they keep running away. They get sucked back in. So Shelty does manage to do a lot of damage to Chesso right there, sending Chesso back down to 123 population. There's still a lot of those units did manage to survive, which is huge there. But that does allow Shelty to, or not Shelty, Chesso to keep building those villages and repopulate that economy. However, we still see no gold income here for Shelty. 18 gold, 110 population. Trying to move forward. And Chesso's got more and more fire giants. I'd love to see some Ballaster coming out at this point now as his economy starts to stabilize. Oscar are great, but fire giant Ballaster. I love fire giant Ballaster. He's not gonna be doing all too much just yet. I feel like he can just sit on this for a little bit longer. Still no trade route though. He could even just start the trade route from here to here. Again, making a move out. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure at this point what Shelty can do. He's got to deal with all these fire giants. Every time those special throw comes down onto that's so much damage that you deal. And this is just like, again, this is like another, you're in a time bomb from Shelty. These villagers keep pumping out. Chesso gets the economy back into gear, which it kind of already is. Like, you only really need to build 40 villages because you already got 18 villages here, and he's already back at 80. So he's gonna be fine. He's got 3 town centers plus the market, so that's 4 villages every 15 seconds or so. And there we go. Shelty does tap out. A GG. Well played there by Chessophilus with the Ragnarok play there. Grabbing the center gold here earlier would have been the way to play this for Shelty. Had he had the back gold line to retreat back onto, he would have been able to survive that attack that Chesso was doing because he had the extra gold. That could have been it. I feel like that's all Shelty needed to do a little bit differently here, was when he was out attacking his opponent before the Ragnarok comes, move forward, grab these gold mines. Anyways, we'll jump out and see if they want to keep playing or not.